In today's Health Alert, autumn brings cooler temperatures and vibrant, beautiful colors. But while many enjoy the seasonal change, others struggle with allergy-related symptoms. For those in search of relief from fall allergies, we have our chief health editor, Dr. Nandi, on hand to provide expert advice. And Dr. Nandi, let's talk about those symptoms fall allergies can cause.
Yeah, fall is my most favorite season. As beautiful as it can be, it's also a time of misery if you're prone to seasonal allergies. And Glenda, I was telling her that I sound like Barry White this morning, so it can be bad. Now, weeds primarily trigger fall allergies, with ragweed being the chief culprit. Ragweed is part of the daisy family, and just one single plant, get this, can produce up to 1 billion bee pollen grains. So of course there are other culprits in the mix, like mold spores, which thrive in the damp, decaying organic matter, like fallen leaves, and dust mites. Those are these little tiny creatures that can get stirred up into the household air when heating systems are switched on. We've all been there. All of these triggers can cause annoying symptoms like sneezing, itchy eyes, runny nose, congestion, postnasal drip. And why do these symptoms happen in the first place? Well, normally allergens, they're supposed to be harmless, right? But if you're allergic to a specific one, your immune system goes into overdrive when it detects one in the body. It releases a natural chemical, and this is called histamine. Now, histamine kind of acts like a bouncer in a club and tries to get rid of anything they see as a threat. They're part of the defense system, which keeps trying to keep you safe. But instead, it overreacts, and this is what triggers these allergy symptoms.
So what can you do for relief, Doc? I mean, you just scolded me about my 2 Zyrtecs a day. What can you do to feel better?
We do a little consultations here. So first, you consider using a nasal steroid or nasal antihistamines to help with symptoms like sneezing and runny nose or congestion. Now, if itching is a problem for you, then an oral antihistamine can help. It's also a good idea to take these medicines before your allergies get really bad, especially on days when there's a lot of pollen in the air. Also, try to avoid what you're allergic to, right? So keep your car and house windows closed when you can to try to prevent allergens from coming in. If you've spent the time outside and outdoors, wash your hands and face and change your clothes once you're indoors. If you need to do yard work, like Brian loves to do yard work, wear a mask, and it can keep the pollen at bay, and try to avoid being outside during the peak pollen hours. Now, if your symptoms persist after trying all these different interventions, it might be time to consult an allergist. They can really help. Allergists can do a skin test to figure out what you're allergic to and recommend treatments, including allergy shots, which slowly make you less allergic to specific things that bother you. And with all this advice, here's the thing, right? You can enjoy the beauty of fall without having to suffer from allergies. It's similar to spring. You want to enjoy the weather outside, but there are things you can do.
Yeah, that Arm & Hammer saline flush.
That's good. That works, absolutely.
Well, thanks, Doc.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Of course.
All right, be sure to tune in this weekend for an all-new Dr. Nandi show. This week he's talking about success and the different paths people have taken to succeed. That's this Sunday, October 1st, 2:30 a.m. right here on 7.